Good day everyone, my name is Nick, we're on the ZX Spectrum 48K and we're looking at a game called Pinball, which is a pinball game published by Sagittarian Software in 1983. Also come out on the Amstrad CPC and the Commodore 64. The game was later re-released as Pinball Wizard. So there we go. Now it's a standard pinball game, a bit of a wide body table this, and we'll see in a minute, but there's no tilt feature unfortunately, but you know, originally designed for the 16K Spectrum, but we're playing it on the 48K. So as you can see, unusually there's two sets of flippers. One right set, one left set. No, it's not two player, it's one set. Let's release the ball. Now you see the word Sagittarian on the top. The idea of the whole game, whoops, as we control this black ball, is to spell out the word Sagittarian by getting the ball over the letters. Every time it goes over one of them, it lights it up, and we've got to light up the whole word. So yes, you won't get any other pinball tables like this, but the ball physics are pretty cool, I would have to say. So it's pretty much like two pinball tables welded together, isn't it? To try and fill up as much of the screen as they possibly can. They've done a pretty good job. So we've got S, A, G and R. You see there's some pop bumpers there represented, oh, the ball's drained, represented by those 10s. A few other gateways for bonuses and extra points. Each game you get 5 balls. Now if you're looking for a pinball experience on the ZX Spectrum, then this is one of the better ones. Other games you can get a time scanner, which we've looked at. That's a pretty good game. There's Advanced Pinball Simulator, which is a bit slower than this. The ball's a bit bigger, so there's less playfield to work with, and also Pinball Power, which wasn't overly brilliant. What can we say about this one then? Well, the ball moves very, very fast. They've coded it really well, the speed of it and everything. It's quite, would I say realistic? Yeah, it's quite nice. Blue background there with a black ball. So, alright, cool. Are we going to spell out the word Sagittarian? That would be pretty good. We can do this thing. Sometimes it's a bit hard to aim, but you'd expect that with 8-bit. Just try and get it up the top. Now you can lose the ball by either draining or dropping between any set of the flippers. Now the Spectrum, when you want to program a pinball game, you're doing it from scratch. The problem is that pinball tables typically are quite narrow, so you have one set of flippers down the bottom. You're not really going to show much of the screen unless you had scrolling like Time Scanner. They've got around it on this one by cheating a little bit, and as I say, having like two tables welded together in the middle, so you're playing both at the same time to spell the word Sagittarian. So we need two T's, I, A and an N. And I don't know quite what happens if we manage to do it. Hopefully we'll find out, but I can't guarantee it. Oh dear, it's just seeing how the game plays. I'm doing this on the keyboard. Would be good to sometimes nudge the table. Right, please go in one of those other letters. Yes, A. So we need T, T, I and N. Come on. It's bouncing on the top of the scoreboard there. Whoops, cool dear. That's going to be unlucky, I think. Oh, that's lucky. Oh, that was going to happen for some time out, I saw that. Pinball, or Pinball Wizard. 1983, so quite an early game. If you had this back in the day, you would have been quite impressed, because 1983, gaming was really just getting started in terms of home computers. And this is a great representation of pinball. It's quite addictive as well. I really want to keep playing until I spell out that word Sagittarian. When I've done that, it's game over. I don't think I'll be playing it much more. So it's addictive up to a point. You only get one table, so once you spell out the word, the colours don't change. It doesn't go anywhere else, so it is just this. But it'd be expecting a bit much to ask for anything else, especially as this was designed on the 16K Spectrum. Right, T. Need a poke for infinite balls, really, so I can spell out that word and see what happens. The pop bumpers do change colour periodically. We get a bonus. So they're worth 10 at the moment. They were worth 50 before. Top one's worth 20. Let's line that up. Goes through a gateway. Ball moves really, really quickly. Well coded this. Different angles. The ball doesn't just go in 8 directions. It go a number of directions. Right, maximum power, less power. Drop down the end. Yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 letters to get. If you're watching this and owned this back in the day or have completed it, let me know what happens when you spell out that full word. Well, I really want to know. I do want to know, honestly. Boof. Here it goes. I need bigger flippers. Boop. Some of the graphics are a bit blocky around the, the outline around the bumpers, but I'll let that go. Oh no, I'm losing balls quite quickly here. Top scores down the bottom, which I did before, 3815. Let's see if we can beat that. Probably get mega points if you spell out the whole Sagittarian word. Sagittarian, of course, as well as being a star sign, it's the name of the makers that made this. Sagittarian software. I'll have to look up to see what else they've done, if they've done any other earlier games, but I'm guessing this might be one of their better ones. Not quite sure how well it sold. If you played it on the Commodore 64 or the Amstrad CPC, either in real or emulation since watching this video, then let me know. How does it differ? Is it the same? Are the ball physics as good? What makes a pinball game is how well the ball physics are. They don't have to be realistic, although that helps, but as long as they're reliable and you can learn how the ball works, it's got a bit mental there, then it's good stuff. I think I might have confused it by making the flippers go fast there. It was trying to compute a lot of things. So we just got 2 letters left. Almost got the highest score. This is our last ball though. You can see in the middle there, balls left 0. Oh man, that's your best chance of getting the letters really at the start when you do that thing. Do the launch. Come on ball, bounce up, get lucky. It's time to get lucky. Ooh. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, I didn't have much chance there, but I got the top score, 4645. I think I'll have one more go. I'm quite tempted, really. Enter to start again. 4645 is the new top score. 6 pop bumpers, score, and the letters across the top, high and low bonuses. I love it if it bounced and got all the letters somehow. Oh, please get one. It was floating a bit there. Oh, didn't think it was going to get any for a moment there. A. A for ace. Here it comes. Ooh, I do love a bit of pinball. Love a bit of pinball. Wish I had some real life pinball tables, but I haven't got the room. Unfortunately. Come on, ball. Drop down. Also, a real table, you need to be a bit like Alfred from Batman in terms of maintenance, because they're going to go wrong, so they're going to need a lot of repairs. If you've got an engineering sort of mind, it's probably a good thing. I'd be worried the whole time. Boop, 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 boop. Oh no, drain from hell. It was a more innocent times as ZX Spectrum. I would like to see some more themed tables, which Sagittarian and others, but you know, not sure how much they can vary it. Another one of these games where I'd love to see the code for it, see how they're working out these angles, how they program that in. If there are any other pinball tables other than the ones I've mentioned, then let me know. Games I reviewed so far, I might be missing some out now because I reviewed quite a few. Time Scanners, Advanced Pinball Simulator, and Pinball Power. Pinball Power. And this is Pinball, later released as Pinball Wizard. He's a pinball wizard. A song by The Who, I think, was it? Roger Daltrey. Right, so how many letters we got? We've got 5 more letters. Oh, drain from hell. This is our last ball, folks. Drop there, drop in the... Oh! Curses. I thought it was going to get the I, the T, or the T there for sure. Boof. So it doesn't really compare with Pinball FX3, the most modern day games, but how is it supposed to? It's got a charm to it. It's representing pinball well. If you had this back in the day, I don't think you would have been too disappointed. Yeah, good stuff. I know I said last time was my last go. This is going to be my last go now, I promise you. I promise you. Aye. Why didn't I get that before? Perhaps I did. Oh, what? Crazy rebound. Really wanted to nudge the table there, but no feature available for that. If you're new to pinball, nudging the table is when you like if it's a real pinball table, you put your shoulder against it to knock it a bit to try and jolt the ball somewhere to avoid it draining and so forth. If you do that too much, because the table's normally got a sensor in it, it goes to tilt and it cuts off all the electrics, so you can't control the flippers. So you can cheat a little bit, but you can't cheat too much. And the modern day digital tables lets you, the same sort of thing, lets you nudge the table by hitting a special button or shoulder pad on the controller. Too much, it will tilt and stop your fun. Hooray! There we go. Whoops, the more modern day tables tend to be Pinball FX3, which are fantasy tables, and then recreations of real life tables, which are a Pinball arcade. Although they are starting to stray a little bit now and doing tables that never existed in the first place, which I'm not a fan of that. I like Pinball FX3 for fantasy, and I want Farsight Studios Pinball Arcade to stick with just recreating the modern day ones. But maybe they're struggling to get the licenses now and want to keep the gravy train running. I don't know, that is just a guess. Right, so we just need S and T now. S and T. Come on, get the ball up there. We've got 3 balls left to do it. We might get lucky with a few rebounds. Got a bonus. Come on, ball, bounce up. Come on, get up. Yes, no. Get up there. Need a big quality of luck here, folks. It's happened before, I've got luck. Boof. No. Starting to get a bit nervous now. Thread that through. Yes! Oh, there's a chance. There was a chance there. Ow. Oh. So the sound said. Right, let's try and judge this power of this thing. See if we can get that T, perhaps. Get the T. Nope. That seems a little bit random as well, that plunger strength. Sometimes you do it maximum, it drops in earlier. Not too bothered about the points. Just want to do a nice bit of spelling across the top, please, if I can do. Up and away, no. Bib bob bib. Oh, please, just go up. It's not going to bounce up for me, is it, really? Oh, it's Drain City. I need a magnet. Right, 1 ball left after this one. Drop to T. Yes. Yes. Yes and They're my favourite catchphrases when playing pinball. Sometimes you'll get a modern day pinball where the rules are quite complicated to know what to do. This one's quite straightforward. There's no ramps on this, of course. No ramps anywhere. So it is pretty bog standard. Pop bumpers, flippers, a few gateways, high and low switches, and those gates up the top there to get the ball through. So in terms of style, it's pinball style. It's like era from 1950s, but this would be an extreme wide body table if you ever saw that, which you wouldn't. I don't think there is a table like this in real life where you've got 2 sets of flippers down the bottom, not separate anyway. Oh, goodness gracious me. Yeah, very addictive game this, very addictive. But I think we'll leave that one there. Hope you liked having a look at it. That was Pinball, or Pinball Wizard as it's later known, on the ZX Spectrum 48K, although written for the 16K, published by Sagittarian Software in 1983. If you've got any comments about this, pinball games, or retro gamings in general, then don't be afraid, please put them below. Until next time, take great care of yourself, and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.